Hello. Hi guys, how are you doing today? As you know, my name is Mr. Alexander and we are back with the online education. And I'm so happy to meet you and hoping that I'll meet you soon physically, as now meeting you digitally. Well, as you know, we're going to learn French in this subject, and as you've logged in into this class, it's a French subject. Well, today we're going to learn about the prefix. Prefix, and in French is prefix, okay? Just as though have the same, quite about of the same um, pronunciation and writing. Well, now you may wonder what is a prefix or what is a prefix? Well, the prefix is some letters that you add to the beginning of a word to make a new word or even to change its meanings. It might be even the opposite of the word itself. Okay, so that's what we are going to learn today. We're going to learn about the prefix. Okay, fine. So now let's get down to the business. Let's learn how many prefix are there. Okay. All right. So there are so many prefixes as I said. Okay. For example, there is a. There is also in, what we say un. There is also de, there is also me, as there is also mal. Okay? A, un, de, me, mal. Okay? Those are the prefix. Okay? Now, number one, we're going to start with a. Okay? The prefix a. Okay? For example, the word symmetric. Symmetric, which is symmetric in English. But the word symmetric, if we take a and add it to the word symmetric, it will become asymmetric. It become asymmetric. Okay? It actually changes the word. It actually changes the way the word is. Okay? It becomes asymmetric. Now let's check the word pesanteur. Okay? Gravity. If you say apesanteur, it changes the meaning of the word. Okay? Now, let's see more. For example, grandir. Okay? Grandir is to make grow. I mean, to grow. Okay? Now, if you add a at the beginning of grandir, it becomes agrandir. Okay? To make big. For example, if you have a small room, you say, I'm going to enlarge this room. You will say, je vais agrandir la pièce. Okay? Une pièce. Say agrandir. Okay? We're going to see another one is in. In, but it is un in French. Yes. For example, the word attendu. For example, something that you want to be aware of, okay? Inattendu is something that you are not aware of, okay? You are not aware of something, you say, that c'était inattendu. That was inattendu, so c'était inattendu, voilà. The word connu, okay, it's known. Known, if something is known, you say connu, but if you add the un, it becomes inconnu. Can you pronounce that? Inconnu. It means unknown. Okay, now there are words with begin with B and P. Okay, B, M, or P. Those are general. We're going to add I am what as the prefix. For example, the word possible. We add I am to say impossible, but it is possible. That's possible in French, impossible in English. For example, the word buvable. Buvable. Pronounce it. Cindy, pronounce the word. Okay, buvable means drinkable. Now, if you add I am, it becomes imbuvable, undrinkable. Okay, it's a word. I mean, water that you cannot drink. Okay. All right. So does it make sense? So the I am changes the meaning of the word into something else. I think it's really makes sense. All right. So let's go ahead and diving into another one. Word starting with L. Okay. For example, lisible. We're going to add IL to the beginning to change the word, okay? For example, lisible, which is readable, something that can be read, readable. Now you add IL to make it another word, and it is illisible. That's unreadable. You cannot read it. Illisible. Okay. Now there is another word which is legal. For example, the word legal. You add il to the beginning of the word, and it becomes illegal. Okay, illegal. Okay, illegal. That's the French of it. Now there are also words starting with R. Okay, how do you make the suffix of it? You only add I and another R. For example, réalisable. Okay, the word réalisable, it's something that can be realized. Okay, now irréalisable, if you add the IR, it's the contrary of réalisable. Okay, it becomes irréalisable. Shall we say it together? Can you say réalisable? Say it again, réalisable. Now, if you add the IR, it becomes irréalisable. Irréalisable. Okay? Is that okay? Shall we move on? Yeah, perfect. Now we come back to this other word, responsable. Let's all say responsable. Perfect. Now the word responsable is a general word. But then if we add the IR, it becomes irresponsible. Okay? Irresponsible. If we add the IR. It's super easy, super simple. Now we're gonna dive in with another one, which is the. There is another prefix that can help us to find other words. For example, the verb faire, le verbe faire. Okay, faire. Now, faire is to do. Now, undone or undo is now the faire. For example, the word monter. Monter. Monter is to set. Okay, okay, set. If you're setting something, you say you're monter. Now, démonter is now undone or undo. Sorry, doing with undo. But it is de faire, ou bien démonter voulais-je dire. Okay? Also words starting with a vowel or a H. For example, the word, you're gonna add DES at the beginning of that word. For example, the word obéissant, which is obedient. Can you add, if you add, can you pronounce the word obéissant? Dimercia, can you say the word désobéissant? Yeah, what about you, Genovic? Yes, Genovic. Adassa, can you say the word désobéissant? Pronounce it. Yeah, désobéissant. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, so the word désobéissant is now the contrary of the word obéissant. I mean, the verb obéissant. Obéir. That the verb obéissant, it becomes an adverb, an adjective. And then désobéissant now it becomes the contrary of um, the word obéissant. All right, so we're gonna take another word. Another word would be the word habiller. Okay, that's actually the verb s'habiller. Habiller. If you add des, it becomes déshabiller, which is just the contrary to the word habiller. Now we're gonna take another one, which is me. Okay, me. Mais, for example, the word connaître is to know. The verb to know, connaître. Now, if you add mais connaître, it becomes the contrary of the word connaître. Okay. Now take another word, content, happy. If you are not happy, you say je suis mécontent, unhappy, mécontent. Another word is connu. Okay, connu is non, non. Okay, that's the past. Huh? Non, connu. Okay, now if it is something which is not known, you would say méconnu. You add me. Méconnu. That's something you don't know. For example, ce village est méconnu ou bien m'est inconnu. Okay, actually that's how you should say it. Okay, méconnu, right? Right. So those are mainly the um, the le préfixe qui change le mot qui change le mot dans un autre mot. Si tu prends par exemple le mais et le in, ça change vraiment les mots en un autre mot. Ok. Alors, nous allons voir encore peut-être le tout dernier sur la liste, c'est mal. M-A-L, mal. Prononcez mal. Mal encore. Perfect. Okay. Alors, the word mal. Okay, we have the prefix mal is changing the word into the contrary. For example, heureux, we say malheureux. Okay. Heureux, malheureux. For example, chance, it becomes malchance. That means lack, unluck. Okay? Fine. So that's all for today. I think we have done the main part of our lesson. I hope that you enjoyed the lesson, and we are going to meet another time with another episode. So please uh, stay uh, stay tuned, and we'll meet. I'll catch you up on the next one.